In this podcast episode, Harvard Business School professor Dr. Leslie K. John shares groundbreaking research on the power of openness and revealing personal information. Centered on decision-making, honesty, vulnerability, and emotional intelligence, Dr. John explores how revealing wisely can transform personal relationships and careers. She discusses the science behind disclosure, the myths surrounding oversharing, and practical steps to improve communication and connection in business and life. Dr. John emphasizes that revealing personal information is a skill that anyone can develop, not an innate trait. When done wisely, it creates trust, deepens relationships, and enhances influence professionally and personally. She notes that sharing slightly sensitive information signals trustworthiness, which in turn builds reciprocal trust. Unlike common assumptions, the act of revealing does not weaken standing, but instead opens doors to greater well-being, happiness, and success. The emotional benefits include reduced stress and rumination, increased emotional intelligence, and improved assertiveness with healthier boundaries. Addressing skeptical business professionals, Dr. John shares research demonstrating that openness actually leads to financial gain. She recounts a study with the Commonwealth Bank of Australia where revealing the drawbacks of a credit card, such as high fees or less attractive rewards, did not deter customers but increased their trust and retention. This transparency not only boosted the bank's revenue, but also prompted competitors to adopt similar strategies. This evidence links honest disclosure with stronger customer relationships and business success. Dr. John distinguishes between reckless oversharing and thoughtful revealing. She defines undersharers as people who miss opportunities for connection, trust, and meaningful relationships at work and in their personal lives. She explains the extroversion illusion, where being talkative doesn't necessarily mean one is open or vulnerable. True revealing involves flexibility, knowing when to be open and when to hold back, and is more impactful than mere verbosity. A fascinating study described by Dr. John involved dating scenarios where participants preferred partners who disclosed negative information, e.g. having had STDs, over those who refused to answer personal questions. This preference arises because revealing signals trust and courage, while refusal breeds suspicion and distrust. The research consistently shows that people distrust those who withhold information, perceiving secret keepers as less trustworthy even when the revealed information is unfavorable. Dr. John recounts a neuroscience study where individuals' brains were scanned while they answered personal questions. Those who had the opportunity to reveal themselves showed activation in pleasure centers of the brain, highlighting an innate reward mechanism tied to openness. This biological insight correlates with the emotional release found in transparent communication and supports the idea that humans are wired to benefit from sharing their authentic selves. Another study with preschool children revealed that those who expressed their emotions openly exhibited less physiological stress, indicated by calmer galvanic skin responses. However, by kindergarten, boys, influenced by social norms, began suppressing emotional expression, which Dr. John acknowledges as a harmful societal construct. This research links emotional openness not only to mental well-being, but also to better physical health and stress management. Undersharing creates a life burdened by missed connections, unrealized friendships, superficial work relationships, and stagnant romances. Dr. John explains that withholding important thoughts and feelings increases mental fog, reduces IQ, and decreases overall well-being. The emotional cost includes loneliness, rumination over secrets, and a diminished sense of authenticity. Importantly, she differentiates undersharing from introversion, noting that even extroverts can struggle with vulnerability. Dr. John sheds light on the numerous unconscious disclosure decisions people make daily, moments filled with thoughts unsaid, using a symbolic exercise involving ping pong balls dropped into a jar representing unspoken feelings. She highlights how habitual withholding weighs individuals down emotionally and mentally. Transparency is not about sharing everything, but making conscious, strategic choices about when and what to reveal for emotional relief and stronger social bonds. The episode underscores the necessity of self-awareness to improve disclosure. Dr. John discusses tools such as the emotions wheel that help people move beyond identifying mere thoughts to recognizing and articulating true feelings. This refined emotional vocabulary enables clearer communication, better understanding of self and others, and healthier emotional processing, which mitigates stress and fosters connection. For those hesitant to share, Dr. John recommends two simple sentences: I feel and I need, which invite vulnerability and create opportunities for meaningful dialogue. Even small expressions of feelings, paired with clear articulation of needs, foster empathy and support in relationships. This approach works both personally and professionally, enhancing influence and closeness without overwhelming conversation partners. Superficial interactions, while socially engaging, produce an illusion of connection but leave people emotionally unfulfilled. Dr. John describes this dynamic as feeling socially full but emotionally malnourished. Genuine connection requires sharing beyond surface pleasantries, involving some degree of risk and vulnerability to nourish emotional bonds. Dr. John introduces a practical framework for making disclosure decisions, weighing the risks and benefits of revealing versus withholding information. Most people focus disproportionately on the risks of opening up, neglecting the significant costs of silence, such as relational stagnation and personal stress. By evaluating all four quadrants, risks and benefits of both actions, individuals can make more informed, balanced choices about disclosure tailored to their specific situations. Sharing her own experience, Dr. John recounts a situation where she hesitated to claim credit for an idea on a research paper, but ultimately benefited from having an honest conversation. Despite initial fears of being perceived as petty, revealing her feelings enhanced respect and deepened relationships with colleagues. This example illustrates that thoughtful revealing often strengthens trust and connection, even in challenging scenarios. Contrary to some beliefs that emotions undermine professionalism, Dr. John explains that expressing emotions can be highly persuasive. Emotions convey authenticity because they are difficult to fake and reflect genuine investment in a matter. She shares a personal story of breaking down in tears during an academic talk because of audience belligerence, and how openly naming that emotional response shifted dynamics, earned respect, and changed behavior, demonstrating the power of emotional vulnerability in leadership. Dr. John highlights the role of leadership in leveraging openness for broader impact through Catalyst Confessions, citing Magic Johnson's public disclosure of his HIV status as a transformative moment that improved health outcomes on a societal level. Leaders who reveal authentically can destigmatize issues, foster trust, and inspire positive change within organizations and communities. Closing with a powerful call to action, Dr. John underscores research showing that most regrets involve things not said or done, particularly unexpressed feelings. Sharing feelings is not trivial. It is a vital, life-affirming practice linked to deeper connection, authenticity, and fulfillment. Her message invites listeners to reflect on what they might be missing by withholding and encourages them to take meaningful steps toward greater openness.